Hey guys, welcome to a holiday edition of Another Castle. I'm Leap Mando and I'm going to show you guys how to make my Game of Thrones inspired holiday wine. It's actually inspired more so from the books, A Song of Fire and Ice. It's the wine that the North would make a lot. It had an orange and cinnamon kind of flavor to it. So I'm going to show you guys my modified version. So what you're going to need is 2 bottles of red wine. Doesn't really matter what red wine you use. I kind of buy for the label. I also usually buy bottles that have twist caps instead of corks because it's just easier for me to transport and rebottle and all of that. You'll also need some honey whiskey. I really prefer the Wild Turkey, but I couldn't find any, so we are stuck with Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey. You'll need actual honey, an orange, usually a small orange is better. You'll need nutmeg, whole cloves, cinnamon sticks, and ginger. It's usually better to actually use fresh ginger and then squeeze it through a press. I am experimenting with ginger paste this time. We'll see how it works. You'll also need orange juice and sugar, and this time around I'm also going to try some German rock sugar and see how that works out. As you can tell, I'm very pregnant, so I will not actually be tasting this wine, which means that I can totally experiment with it and check it out and see what everybody else thinks about it. So let's just get started and see where this goes. You just want to start with pouring the red wine into a large pot. Also, be very careful with your heat setting. You really don't want to set it so high that it boils because, as we all know, that will completely kill the alcohol, and that's kind of the point of having holiday wine, is the alcohol. Twist tops was a bad idea. And please do not make fun of me for how I splash this wine into this pot. I'm sure it's killing some flavor or whatever. I'm not a wine connoisseur. It's wine, and like, I've never even tried this wine before. I don't know what it tastes like. If I kill some of the flavor, big deal, because we're gonna be putting it back in with everything else. This time around I grabbed the Thorny Rose Red blend. The label itself, let me show you guys, kind of looked like Game of Thrones-ish. So I thought that was kind of cool. Plus the names, I don't know, it feels a little like Game of Thrones, so. Okay, so I don't like adding that much orange juice because the color mixed with the red kind of turns it into this like unappetizing purple color, and I've noticed that people don't really like want to try it when you pour it into a cup for them. So I'm gonna try less this time around. I might modify it later, but just use whatever you're comfortable with, because you guys are gonna be able to taste it and see if you need orange juice, like more orange juice or not. I can't, so I'm just gonna go with what I preferred last time. We'll see if it works for the better this time. And I'll totally post all of the details for you guys down in the section below. I'm going to use 2 cups. I'll give you my original recipe that I used last year, so you guys can just decide where to go from there. Now we're going to do a tablespoon of cinnamon, and you can also put in 2 cinnamon sticks. I am giving this wine out as gifts to everyone, so I'm actually putting a cinnamon stick with each jar that I'm giving out. So I'm not going to put any sticks in my pot while I mix this all up, because I figure that if the person wants more cinnamon, they'll put the stick in their cup. If not, then they don't have to. Now we need a tablespoon of nutmeg. Okay, like I said, you're supposed to use fresh ginger and then press it through like a garlic press. I am trying this like ginger paste that I found at the grocery store. I thought it would be easier, and now that I'm doing this, I'm kind of thinking it might not. So I'm just gonna experiment with a teaspoon and see if that's enough ginger. I have a feeling it probably will be. I'm still a little sick. Like, I've been sick since Thanksgiving, you guys, and I'm really sorry that I haven't posted a video since then. I feel bad, but I haven't had a voice, and it's still a little bad, but I'm gonna make do because I miss you guys, and I haven't made a video since Thanksgiving, so I hope that wine makes it up to you. Next, you're gonna use 3 tablespoons of honey, and my honey bear looks like he has a gas problem because I stuck him in the microwave for too long. So if you do microwave your honey bear, keep it at a minimum. Okay, since the honey is taking forever, you guys might be wondering why I'm making wine when I'm pregnant, and do I maybe like feel a little jealous that I can't drink it? A little bit, but that's okay, because this stuff actually makes your house like smell really, really good. Like, I don't know what I imagine the holidays would smell like if the holidays had a scent. So I don't know, I just love having this stuff in my house because it makes my house smell pretty. So there's the answer to that question. Okay, so I'm not getting a full 3 tablespoons in here, but that's because I'm super impatient. And even though I microwaved my honey, it's still taking for freaking ever. So I'm giving up, and we will just use what we got. Okay, I'm calling that good. All right, next you need about 3 to 6 heaping tablespoons of sugar. I am almost out of sugar, so if I do run out, then I'll use the German rock sugar. If not, then I won't. Okay, so I only had enough for 3, so I think I am gonna try this. Excuse me. I'm a little interested to see how this will affect the flavor because it's made specifically for teas by Teavana. It just kind of enhances the sweetness in the tea. It doesn't taste like sugar. So I'm kind of interested to see what that would do for wine. So let's go ahead and just try 2 tablespoons of this. Sorry, I'm kind of unprepared. My knives are over there, so my child can't get them off the counter. But hey, I got my knife. So you're gonna take a small orange, or you can use clementines as well. Clementines are kind of fun because they just soak up the alcohol, and then you can like put little bits of the clementine in each drink. But this year I figured I would use an orange for that flavor because it is a little bit different. So you cut it in half, and here is where the super time intensive part comes in. You want to add 13 to 20 whole cloves to the peel of the orange, and you actually want to stick them in it, which is really, really annoying. I'm not even sure that it really helps the flavor that much, but I'm gonna keep doing it until I don't. I don't really see a reason not to. It's just kind of part of the fun, and it also means that I get to give you guys another time lapse. So, yay! You can even slice the peel so that you can get the cloves in a little bit more easily, if that helps. And you just want to put it peel down in the wine. And on to the next half. Yay! Okay, next is the honey whiskey. You want to do about 4 to 6 shots, or really do whatever you like. Take it up to your flavor. You can either go mild or you can go totally wild. Since I am bottling this for individuals, I am going to put I'm going to put a shot in each jar that I'm giving to people. So I am not going to put this into my pot. Again though, put in as much as you want or as little as you want. It does give it a nice kick, considering that the orange juice kind of brings it down. This definitely helps out. Okay, so just go ahead and stir everything up and then go ahead and get it on heat. And again, do not let it get too hot that it gets to a boil, because all your alcohol is gonna get kicked out of the mixture. So yeah, keep it low, which means you might have to cook it for a while, but you'll definitely smell it and you'll definitely know when it's done. Okay, my burner is not working, so I'm gonna put it on the other side of the stove. Unfortunately, I only cleaned this part of my kitchen. I did not clean that part, so I'm not gonna show you, me actually cooking this wine. But I think that you guys get the gist of it. Again, this, if you've read A Song of Ice, or A Song of Fire and Ice, then you'll probably know which wine I'm talking about. They usually used it to, they usually warmed it over the fire before they drank it and stuff like that. So it's actually kind of fun to drink this while reading it. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But there you go, guys. My holiday gift from me to you. And I really apologize for my absence. I will do my best to not get sick again. And I will be here until, this kid comes. And then we'll see what happens. But I hope that you guys at least try this wine out. It's really fun to make. It's really easy, except for the cloves. They kind of hurt your fingers. But, it's just part of the process. So I hope that you guys have a happy, happy, happy holiday. And I will see you very soon. I promise. I promise. I'll put some game reviews in next week. We'll talk nerdier things. And thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know how you do your wine, what modifications you make, and if you liked it or not. So thank you guys. I will see you later. Bye.